names memorialized here live in a place more durable than stone. They exist forever in the hearts of the nation to whom they gave all. Anyone who saw Honolulu in 1941 remembers a river of white uniforms flowing through its streets. The majestic battleships were floating cities within the city. The social life of Honolulu revolved around military dances, ships band competitions, and intership baseball games and boxing matches. Drink, laughter, tattoos, and very brief romances were everywhere. The heart of the United States Navy sat concentrated in moorings along Ford Island. There were 8 battleships, 8 cruisers, 30 destroyers, and many auxiliaries, 185 vessels. No military base of the United States gathered more war machinery, and it was one big sitting duck. At airfields across Oahu sat 394 warplanes, fighters, bombers, and patrol craft. But there weren't enough air patrollers. These planes were searching toward the Japanese bases in the Marshall Islands, far to the southwest. Other mistakes had been made. With 40% of Honolulu's residents being of Japanese descent, the High Command saw sabotage as the main threat. So, at Hickam, Bellows, Wheeler, and Eva Fields, and at the Naval Air Stations at Kaneohe and Ford Island, planes were gathered tightly together to be more easily guarded by sentries. But it would take more than sentries' rifles to turn back what was approaching. By Saturday, December 6, 1941, a Japanese strike force of 32 ships built around 6 aircraft carriers had been sailing through the North Pacific toward Hawaii for 11 days. With transmitter keys removed from its radios, it was invisible to U.S. intelligence listening. But there had been warnings.
The fact is that the first shot of the war was fired by the United States. And the first ship to go down was a Japanese submarine, a midget submarine. This occurred an hour and a half before the attack.
The Japanese had organized 5 two-man midget submarines to be launched from mothership subs before the aircraft arrived. The midgets were meant to slip into the harbor and wreak havoc. At 6:30 a.m., as the subs made their approach, the destroyer Ward was one of only 3 ships on routine patrol south of Oahu. Suddenly, her executive officer, Lieutenant J.G. William Gepner, heard a radio alert from the cargo ship Antares that it had sighted a midget submarine off the harbor entrance. Gepner called his skipper, Lieutenant William Outerbridge, in his first day of command. Outerbridge unhesitatingly rang General